Well, hello, I'm Byron Fager from the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, and I'm here with Darla Harms from the Salvation Army of Southern Illinois, and we're here to announce something exciting, something brand new that we've been collaborating on called Pantry to Plate.
Right.
Darla,
Excellent.
what is this about?
So Pantry to Plate is an idea, I believe it was yours. We came to you because you are like the philanthropic center of Southern Illinois. And so we were coming to you with we wanted some ideas on how to raise some money for food pantries. And you came up with this idea of a show that we could put on YouTube, put out to the internet, that we could show the public or businesses or restaurants. So it was more of a collaborative effort to educate people on what a food pantry is, what kind of food they have there, but also highlight businesses, restaurants, individuals from our community and kind of bridge the gap between those two individuals.
Part of Pantry to Plate is people are given a bag. What's in that bag?
So it varies on the food pantry, right? It depends on what they have. So we get our food from the St. Louis Food Bank. And then Cornerstone Church also has a food truck that we utilize once a month, and then the food bank once a month. So that's where all of our food comes from. And then we put it together in a bag with some protein items. Again, the protein's whatever we get. It's not necessarily what we would want, but it's what we get. And we want to educate people on not only what's in the bag, but what can we do with what's in the bag. Food insecurity is a topic that a lot of people are talking about these days. And food insecurity is when you don't know where maybe your next meal is coming from, when you're gonna, how much food you have, where am I gonna get it? Am I gonna be able to feed my kids a well-balanced diet? Is it gonna be not just macaroni and cheese and hot dogs, but the kind of food that we get? We want to address those issues throughout this series. Through this Pantry to Plate effort, we're going to educate people on how to cook, what kind of meals you can make. This is what people have to deal with. And how can you partner with us to help educate them and educate yourself?
Yeah, and I think one of the things that really opened my mind is that what we donate as well. So all my life, we've been supporters of food pantries, and we've always brought stuff. But it's not just Pop-Tarts and ramen noodles, right? There are other things, and because we want to give people the choice of cooking nutritious meals. It's not just find calories, it's about how to feed people and feed healthily so that we take at least a little of that away.
Yeah, so ramen noodles are awesome, right? Everybody loves some ramen noodles, a hot dog every now and then, but of course you can't live well off of that kind of food in your kitchen. So we want other nutritious items. We do offer canned vegetables. Sometimes we have fresh produce that we're able to hand out: grapes, potatoes, peaches, cucumbers, peppers, those kinds of things that they can incorporate into their meals. So if you're going to donate to a food pantry, I think first call the food pantry and see what they need. So don't assume that they want tons of boxes of macaroni and cheese, right? They might want regular pasta. They might want some pasta sauce. They may want some other, like rice or something. Think about what you would want, right? These are individuals that we're talking about who have value, who might be struggling a little bit through life. We want to add value to them so that it lifts their spirits and it shows them and their children what the community is willing to do for them. And so quality items always matter at a food bank.
So we're going to take in this series a different chef or a cook from the community and from our supporters, and we're going to put a bag in front of them and see what they can do, right?
Yeah, the food pantry bag, and they'll have to come up with some meals, either desserts or a main dish with the items in the bag. Now, there, of course, are staples that they may not get at a food pantry that they would have at home, like salt and pepper, garlic powder, flour and sugar. They can always bring that with them in addition to the items in the bag. But overall, it's pretty simple food. We want it to have great flavor and something they could do at home. I don't know about you, but growing up, food was such a huge part of my childhood, right? Grandma's homemade pies, my mom's salmon patties. I just remember that. I loved them. And we want to bring families together, right? Food is something, friends, family, it creates fellowship and camaraderie, and it creates dialogue. And so we want to educate people not only on a menu item or what to make, but hey, here's some staples that you could go get at the store for a relatively inexpensive price, and then enjoy the process. Enjoy the food. We make memories around food.
Yes. And so we're going to bring them in. We're going to give them some basic supplies that most people should have access to. And then you're going to, as the host, walk each chef through another meal preparation each time.
Yep, from a food pantry bag. Yep. So we're looking forward to partnering with local businesses, restaurants, individuals, even some politicians maybe here and there.
Absolutely.
That will come in and cook for us.
Yeah, awesome. So we're here. I'm with SICF, the Southern Illinois Community Foundation. You're with Salvation Army. We're also part of MannVoice, who is helping us put together this entire production. But the next part we need is some sponsors so that we can put all this together and keep it going forward. And then we need those volunteers who want to take the challenge. We want to take the challenge of Pantry to Plate.
I am not a great cook. I can cook, but who wants to come in and, enjoy the journey? And by the way, make sure you like that button, because the more followers we have, the bigger our network. So give that button a smash, my friends, and let's get this awareness about food pantries out to Southern Illinois.
All right, so look forward to something coming very soon, pantrytoplate.org. You can find out more information. You can find out on social media as well. And thank you so much, Darla. I can't wait to see that first episode, and I can't wait to find out how many other Pantry to Plates we can put together.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be incredible.